Hi Math 8, this is our Wednesday class video. We're going to start by doing the warm-up first. Okay, we left off with problem number 6. Problem number 6 says order the numbers from least to greatest, so the smallest to the largest. So we're going to write each of these numbers in decimal form. And of course, the smallest number is going to be a negative number because remember, negative numbers are smaller than 0. So this is going to be the number that we're going to put first. So -2 goes first, okay? And then we have this is 0.5 as a decimal. And then the square root, let's do the square root of 5. So that's second x squared 5, and that equals 2.23. So this is 2.23, okay? And then this one is 5. So the next number is going to be the 1/2. Okay. So we got 1/2 is next. Then the next between these two is going to be 2.23. That's smaller than 5. So it's going to be the square root of 5. And then the largest number is 5. So this is the answer from least to greatest. Okay. Order the numbers from least to greatest here. Okay. So we got 6 times pi. Let's type in 6. And then pi is caret key, second caret key, sorry. Press second caret key. And that gives you 18.8 and some change. So this is 18.8. This is 20. This is 18. And the square root of 100 is 10. So the smallest number out of these is the square root of 100 because that's just 10. Mark it out. The next to the smallest is going to be the 18. Mark it out. The next to the smallest is going to be 6 pi. So we have 6 pi here. And last is, of course, 20. Okay. That's the highest number. So this is our answer here. We're going to estimate to the nearest 10th place. So we type in the cube root of 5. Remember to type in the cube root. You got math, and then your cube root is number 4, and then type in 5, enter, and that's 1.7 and some change. So 1.7 is to the 10th power. 10th power is rounding it to the 10th place, 1.7. Okay, so this is our answer here. You're going to do this one on your own. Type in second, and remember second x squared and the number, and press enter, and then round it to the 10th place to get this. All right. It says for this, use the numbers to create an inequality. Okay, for an irrational, use whole numbers to create an inequality. Okay, so what two whole numbers is this? It's saying primarily what two whole numbers is this in between. So let's type in 12 pi. Okay, remember, clear it. Type in 12. Pi is second caret key. Oops, I typed in 15. 1, 2, Miss Reyes. Then second caret key is pi, and press enter. So 12 pi is 37.6 and some change. So it's between 37 and 38. So you're going to put 37 is between 37 and 38. That's what this means. So this is going to be, this is less than means it's between these two numbers. It's greater than 37, but it's less than 38. It's between these two numbers. Now you're going to do this one on your own. Do the same thing that we did here to figure out this answer. Okay? All righty. Pause for the calls to get yourself ready. I need for you to take out your interactive notebook. You're going to write notes in your interactive notebook. All right. So in your interactive notebook, I need for you to title this. The title of this page is going to be Volume Word Problems. So in the corner you have the Q4, and I need to write down that page number. I need to, let's see, I forgot what page it's on, but that's okay. I'll leave a space, and we're going to say Volume Word Problems. We'll go back in and write it later, okay? All right, so let's do the very first problem. I'm going to model for you how to do this, and then I'm going to give you some examples. I'm going to give you some time to get some done on your own, okay? All right, so here we go. The very first one. Copy this down. It says, this cylinder cylindrical fish tank. It's a cylinder-like or shaped fish tank. Has a height of 36 inches and a diameter of 30 inches. Sorry about that, y'all. What is the volume of the fish tank? Pause for the cause to see if you can answer this question on your own, okay? Pause for the cause to see if you can answer it on your own. Okay, let's see what you got. All right, so it is a cylinder shape. We'll draw a cylinder. And it's telling me that the height, so from the top of the cylinder to the bottom of the cylinder, the height is equal to 36 inches, okay? Abbreviation for inches is IN. The diameter, I'm going to say, goes all the way through the center of the circle. The diameter is going to be 30, okay? So D, put it down here as well, D is equal to 30 inches. In order to find the radius, because you know you're going to need the radius for this problem, you're going to divide 30 by 2. So the radius here is going to be 15 inches. That's what you're going to need. The formula for a cylinder is V is equal to pi r squared times the height. Okay? So now let's substitute. Remember, our roundabout answer, or the estimated answer for pi, is 3 and 1400ths. So we're going to write 3 and 1400ths. We're going to substitute 3 and 1400ths for pi. The radius is 15, so we're going to say times 15 squared times a height, h, of 36. Okay? So we're going to multiply all the numbers together to get our answer for volume. All right, so I'm going to use my calculator and my phone. Okay, so this is what I should type in. I've got 3 and 1400ths. Then I have times 15 squared times 36. Make sure you type it in correctly, okay? And press enter there. And this is going to give you, this is actually equal. It came out perfectly. Don't even have to round. It's equal to 25,434. And this is, what is this? Inches to the third power. Remember, volume is the number of cubic units in a three-dimensional solid. So this is how you answer this particular word problem, okay? All right, let's do another one together. Number 2. It says an ice cream package is cone shaped. It's a cone shape, okay? Period. It has a radius of 5.8 centimeters. Okay. And the height of it of 15 centimeters. Find the volume of the ice cream cone. How much ice cream can you fit in that cone? Find volume of ice cream cone. All right. Pause to see if you can do this on your own. All right, let's see what we have. Remember, a cone shape looks like this. Okay, it's standing upside down because you know it has to stand on its base, but I'm going to put it this way because it's the way you used to seeing a cone. You used to seeing an ice cream cone in this direction. It's saying the height. So from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top, the height is going to be, let's see, the height is 15. So this is 15 centimeters. And it tells you that the radius, that's halfway through the circle, the radius is equal to 5.8, okay, centimeters. So the formula for volume of a cone is V is equal to, we have 1/3 pi r to the second power times the height, okay, times the height. Remember that 3 cones will fill up a cylinder. A cone is 3 times smaller than a cylinder. So we have 1/3. Remember, pi is about 3 and 14 hundredths. So we're going to say times 3.14. It's a rounded answer. The radius is 5.8. We're going to square it. And the height is 15. So now we're going to figure out what our answer is. Okay? I'm going to figure out what our answer is. So I'm going to go to the calculator again and type this in. Okay. Slide this just a little bit over. So we got 1/3, that's parentheses, 1 divided by 3, close parentheses. Then we got times 3.14 times 5.8, square it. This is square, x squared button. And then times the 15. Okay? So now we press enter there and we get 528 points. So we got 528.148, 148 thousandths. And this is going to be centimeters to the third power because volume is how many cubic units. So it's going to be to the third power that are in a solid. So this is how much you can fill that cone up with. Okay. All right, now let's do a sphere. Okay. It says I have a snow globe with a diameter, okay, of 3 centimeters, period. Find the volume of the globe, period. Okay. Pause to see if you can answer this on your own, okay? Pause to see if you can answer this on your own. All right, let's see what we have. Let's draw a globe. Okay. Okay, so we got a globe there. And it's saying that the diameter, that's the distance, all the way through the center, the diameter D is equal to 3. Well, to find the radius, you have to divide the diameter by 2. So your radius is 1.5. Okay? So that's going to be your radius, 1.5 centimeters. Okay? You need that. All right? The formula for volume of a sphere is 4 over 3 pi r to the third power. Okay? So we're going to substitute. We have 4 over 3. Pi is about 3 and 14 hundredths. And we're going to times it times the radius, which is 1.5 to the third power. So now let's type this in. Okay, let's type this in and see what we get. Okay, so I'm using the calculator again, clear my screen. I have 4 over 3, 4 divided by 3. Then I have times 3.14. Then I have times 1.5 caret key 3, okay, to the third power. And I'm going to press enter here. And I get 14.13. So this is equal to, not about, well, it is kind of about because we rounded this. 14.13. And this is going to be centimeters to the third power. Okay? So this is going to be the notes that are in your interactive notebook. Okay? So please make sure that you write this down in your interactive notebook. Got it? Pause for the cause, and we're going to do I'm going to show you how to do the independent practice work today. Okay? All right, so this is going to be the practice sheet that you're going to work on today. Okay? Please make sure that you put your first and last name at the top of the sheet. Put your first and last name. Okay? And on the back, we're going to show our work on the back of the sheet. Okay? We're going to show our work on the very back of the sheet. I'm going to use white paper to illustrate my work on the back of the sheet so that I don't have to keep flipping it back and forth. Okay? So this is the work that you need to put on the back of your sheet, on the back of this sheet, so that you can turn this sheet in for a grade. Okay? So this is going to be for a grade. If you do just answers only, the highest you can make is a 50. You need to make sure that you show your work, write everything that I am writing, please, okay? And you're going to finish this up on your own. All right, so I'm going to get you started with the very first one. And remember to show your work on the back, or you can write it on a separate piece of paper and turn both pieces of paper in. Okay, so number 1, it says a cylinder shaped jar. So we already know that a cylinder is shaped this way, like a can. Okay? And it says that the radius R is 2 centimeters. So we have a radius, it's halfway through the center. The radius is going to be 2 centimeters. The height from the top to the bottom, or from the bottom up, is 6 centimeters. So the height is here, from the top to the bottom is 6 centimeters. Okay, what is the volume of the jar? So you got V is equal to the volume of a cylinder. The formula is going to be pi r squared times the height. Remember, pi is going to be about 3 and 14 hundredths. And you're going to multiply it times the radius, which is 2. So that's 2 squared. And times the height, which is 6. So we're going to type this in and see what we get as the volume of the cylinder. Okay, so I'm going to use my calculator on my phone. Okay, and we have 3 and 14 hundredths times 2 squared times 6. Make sure you type it in correctly. And this is going to give you 75.36. 75.36. So we got 75.36. And this is going to be centimeters. Oops, I forgot the 6. Centimeters to the third power. Volume is the number of cubic units. So it's to the third power. Okay. So this answer choice is going to be C. Okay. So on your paper, see how this is C? You're going to put C here. Don't forget to show your work on the back, or you can show your work on a separate piece of paper. Just make sure that you you put it all together. If you're using a separate piece of paper, please make sure that you write your name on that separate piece of paper. Okay? All right. Okay. So now, number 2. Number 2, we have a wooden block has a hole drilled in it. The hole measures a radius of um, 8 centimeters. The key word here is radius. Okay, radius. You can only talk about a radius when you're dealing with circle-like shapes. So it's not just because it's a block doesn't mean that you're not trying to take the volume of the block. You're trying to take the volume of the hole, and the hole is a cylinder shape. Okay, so we're talking about a cylinder here. I'm talking about a small hole that has been drilled in this block, and it's a cylinder shape. Okay, small hole, cylinder shape. And the hole has a radius of 8. R is equal to 8. And what is that? 8 centimeters. Pretty big hole. And a height, H, of 10 centimeters. Okay? All right, so now we're going to find the volume of that hole. So again, volume is equal to pi r squared times the height. So we got 3 and 1400ths times the radius, which is 8 centimeters. So 8 centimeters squared times a height of 10 times 10. Okay, so now let's type this in to see what we get. Okay. All right, so we got this as, okay, we type this in. We type this in as 3 and 1400ths, 3.14. Then we have times 8 squared times 10. Don't forget that the x squared button is how you square a number, and press enter. So this is going to be 2009 and 6 tenths. 2009 and 6 tenths. And this is centimeters to the third power. Okay. And so this is going to be, when you look at it, that's F. Okay. So I'm going to cross out C, and I'm going to cross out F. So I know I use those. Okay. All right. So we are going to look at number 4 because that's a different shape. Number 4 is saying an ice cream cone packet. Ice cream. So this is ice cream package is a cone shape. So we're using the cone formula here. Okay. And I'm gonna let you finish the rest of them because I have a really bad habit of not letting you guys try it on your own. So please make sure that you try it on your own. I've done 2 for you. Continue with 3, 4, and so on and so forth. And make sure that you show all of your work. That's the only way that you're going to get credit for this assignment. Okay. I am hoping that you all have a wonderful day. Please don't forget that you can watch the video and pause it and go back and rewind. You can do a whole lot with videos. Also, please do not forget to watch the Desmos videos from yesterday and today. It's super important that you understand how to use Desmos. So watch those videos, please. And go in sometimes and play with Desmos, okay? All right, y'all. Have a wonderful day. Love you. Bye.